Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today on The Sims 4, we're going to be renovating an apartment. We're going to be renovating the 19 Culpepper house in San Myshuno. So let's go ahead. I will be renovating for this babe right here, Viviana. So this is how the apartment looks. It's not the worst apartment I've ever seen in the game, at least, but it's also like it's so big, but it's so empty. So I'm thinking we get rid of everything. Okay, so this is what we're working with. I think we'll also delete the walls. And then I think instead of making some really weird layout, I think we could do a little bit of this. No, hold on. Then the bedrooms would be really tiny, wouldn't it? What if we do, hold on, like that. Okay, that's a little better. And then we can have a little entryway over here since we can't move the door. And then over here, we'll just have our living space. And then over here, we could have the kitchen. Would that make sense? Or would the kitchen over here be a little better? I'm not sure. Oh my god, are you telling me there was no entryway into the balcony? There was no way you could go into the balcony? You're kidding. Right. Anyway, there is just the issue of this drain, which I don't know if I can get rid of that. Actually, I feel like one more tile would be okay. A drain, a vent. And so I think we could cover it up with a rug. We could get a big rug, maybe. We'll see. So first we're going to need some lights. I'm just going to go ahead and go in with the saucer lights, and then later on, if we are in the mood, we could change the lights into like anything else. I'm going to shrink down the lights. I've seen people do this. It doesn't bother me as much, but like it might bother some of you. So I just decided to do that. And then also I forgot, I wanted to make this into 2 bedrooms. So we're going to have the bathroom over here. Ooh, how do I divide this equally? Because you can't get into this bedroom. But I don't want the windows. Wait, can I get rid of these windows or no? Oh my god, I can. I love it when they give me a reason to love the game. To like the game. Love is a strong word. I think we'll do like that, because this might end up being a little too big. Right. Back into the saucer lights. The only thing we can't get rid of is this door and these pipes and this whatever that is. And also this vent. We're going to start off with the walls and the flooring. For the walls, I think I want to go with the masonry. I feel like we want to go a little bit on the New York style. I'm thinking a little bit similar to New Girl. I couldn't remember the name of that. Oh, that's actually going to be so perfect. Let's use that in the common spaces. Do we want that for the kitchen? I'm not sure yet. Kitchen might be big. Hold on a minute. So that we could also make this room look less like a square. Right, and then we also need flooring. So I'm just going to go with a classic wooden floor. I think this one, just because, well, it's my favorite. But do we want it more warm tone? Ooh, that might work, you know? Ooh, it's giving a lot of warmth. Let's put those in all the bedrooms. Do we want that for the kitchen as well? We'll see when we get there. I need doors. For this entryway, I think we could go with an archway. Ooh, what if we have an archway too into the kitchen? That would be fun, no? A door. Do we want a white door or a brown door? Maybe a brown door. But the archways are white. Okay, we need windows. Oh, and before I forget, we need a balcony door. So, let's move into the entryway first. I think we're gonna start off with the rug. You know what? Snowyscape is kind of the vibe, but I don't know what other type of, like, it's just the perfect size and it's a cute little shape. I'm obsessed with it. Like, Snowyscape just never fails me, you know? Oh my god, wait a minute. You can't even cover up the vent with the rug. Ooh, okay, that's perfect. That's a little different. We could use that. I think this is from City Living. And then over here, we could have a little seating area and then a mirror, shoe rack, whatever. And then we'll need an umbrella rack as well, or an umbrella stand. I think though. It would make more sense over here. And then we can have, well, what if we put these things in? No, I want the one from the Grange mudroom kit, but we can also use extra coat hanger. Or does it make sense to have both of those items like this? Do we want to use both of these things? Does it make sense to have both? And then over here, we can put in this one from the Grange mudroom kit, although I don't think they'll be able to walk through. So I'm going to do a little rearranging. I think it'll make more sense if we put the mirror here, little coat rack over here, right above the shoe rack. And then over here is where we can put this thing. And then we can have this little shelf with the picture frames right on top. We can add in a little basket, the no shoe sign, a little flower pot or plant pot, and then a purse. I think that's gonna work for me. Ooh, what if we put in these glasses as well? And do you think we have enough space for the letters? Oh, we do. Wonderful. Then I want a little picture frame up here in this area. Oh, there's a dog. Oh, that's a sheep. Listen, I'm not a botanist. I don't know what things are.
I'd say I feel dumb, but we all know this about me. Listen, I'm not a botanist. We've been over this.
Do we want to add in some greenery? I always use this one though. Let's try and switch it up. Let's look for a different plant. Do we want to use cottage living? Ooh, it's coming. It's coming. It comes in a pink little bamboo basket thing. Bamboo basket. I think that's fine. Right? Just adds a little something. Okay, I think the entryway is done. And then over here we'll have the living space. I want a gigantic TV. Do we want to use this one? Forgot I was making a house for her and not something that I like. I just need darker swatches for things. I switched it up to a green scheme instead. I just felt like black would make it a little too dark. So over here, we'll have the big TV still. And then for the couch, I think I want to have do we have any sort of beanbag chairs? I think I want to use that. Ooh, we could use a cozy kitsch in the green swatch. For the coffee table, we could use, I think for my girl, she likes something funky, something a little bit Y2K-ish. Huh. Oh, maybe we could use these. These are kind of funky. I love these. Not these. This. Oh, okay. And then we'll use these rugs. Or do we want cozy kitsch with the red? These are bigger and I like it. Extra seating. We can have this. And then I think we can include these. I think I do want to use the one from Love Struck, just to make it like a little hangout corner. She's still a young adult. Let's remember that. Ooh, we can have like a sound system. Which one's more of the vibe for her? I fear this one might be it. With the picture frame above it, we can have maybe like these things. That would be cool. Or we could use these over here. Yeah? Do we see the vision? Do we see what I'm trying to get at? Like they're college people. She's still a college person or freshly out of college and she's figuring things out. I feel like she would like to have a lot of things in her place. Some things from her childhood, some things from her teen life, you know? I feel like that fits the vibe. Ooh, I've never used these picture frames. Ooh, wait. I like that. You know what? I think I might just stick with the ones that I like from businesses and hobbies. If it ain't broke, that's what I always say. Oh, right. We need to decorate like here. We'll obviously have to include, ooh, what if we put down the milk tea? I always love to use the milk tea as a little clutter item. What if we use the party pack? Oh, what if we put in this chess set? I feel like, you know, that would be really fun when she's with her friends. They could just play the game. I don't want to change the swatches of these, but I feel like the music one is just like the perfect vibe for her. Maybe this one instead. So this apartment is going to be more for those who are creative and, you know, like to chill with their friends. Now let's move on into the kitchen and dining. I don't want carpet for the kitchen. We could use tiling or we could use stone. I feel like this is good tiling too for the bathroom. Okay, And then for the wall, I feel like we could do a little accent wall for where the actual kitchen counters are gonna go. Or we could just use a plain wall and then add in some backsplash. We also don't have windows. We're working so out of order. I don't know what that shadow is. We'll cover it up somehow. Anyway, see, I don't want to have to use Dine Out again, but that's just like her vibe. Because she's so like modern. You know, she's a modern girl. She's not someone who would like country charm per se. I don't think she would. Maybe she might like Life and Death. Maybe we could go in with Dream Home Decorator instead. We'll wrap it around this wall, leave some space for a refrigerator. Obviously, I'm gonna go with this one. There's or. I do like this one with all the little thingies. Right, so I had to move the window up. Now we're gonna go in with a sink. We'll just use the kitchen clutter sink, and then we'll use Dine Out as our little stove. For cabinets, we'll go in with Dream Home Decorator just on maybe this side of the wall. Does that look okay? We could have our dining space area right here. Ooh, we could use this new one. And then the dining chairs, we could use Dream Home Decorator again. And then we can have a picture frame over on this wall. Maybe these are some of her works of art. Maybe some wall decorations will help liven up this room. I don't know if that makes sense. I just wanted to do something different. Oh my gosh, I wanted to put these things, like neon, like this string of lights, fairy lights in the living room. I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna go back to it. Okay, so we have the ones from businesses and hobbies, which could work because they can actually like connect with one another. Or we also have these stars, which I think is a little too childish for her. So I think we'll use the ones from businesses and hobbies so that they could connect like this. What do you guys think of the new Stranger Things season? I know that there are 2 specific actors that I'm aware of who have specific stances on a certain situation, and I'm not a supporter of theirs, but I do really like the show, and I like the other people that are in the show. I think the end of season 5 part 1 was really dope. It was really amazing, a really good ending that made me want more. Okay, do we like that? I feel like it looks kind of cool. I feel like that's a vibe, period. Slay. Oh, you know, I think what'll make this a little more lively is some clutter and rugs. A rug, at least. One rug. Maybe this one? Like, what if we size it down? We'll put in some plant. Ooh, what about these reanimated roots? Maybe she's a little bit of a vegetarian. I'm gonna try and not to use kitchen clutter and sleek bathroom for this build. I know I use that way too often. I know I use those 2 kits way too often. Cups and straw station. Ooh, this would tie in perfectly with like the party girl idea I have for her. Oh, we could have a little bit of a coffee station maybe. Ooh, we could have these tabletop memories. I've never seen these before. I've been saying, oh my god, we need more picture frames that stand on your desk, and we had that the whole time. Ugh, I think that's as much as I want to do because I need one area free. Maybe we want to use these. This is from Adventure Weights. Ooh, the white one looks good. I don't want to clutter it up too much. And then before we move on to the bedroom, let's go ahead and decorate the outside. Let's use the same wood from the inside, and then we can put in a little couch. I don't know what to do with the balcony space other than like put plants. Ooh, we could use this one. Flower pot. Ooh, what if we put that here? Like, what if it's just surrounding the entire front part of the balcony? Just for like a sense of privacy, I guess. And we'll need lights outside as well. But before I do that, I want to include this plant. Like, that's really nice. And then a little accent table next to the couch. And then have a little tray in that area. Like, could tie in with the bar idea I had. Let's find a little bar. I feel like the Desert Lux sandbar would be nice. Ooh, that would be fun. Like you're making your drinks and then you're looking out into the city. And we need some lights. We can't go wrong with Get Together. My goodness, why couldn't I remember that? So we're gonna work on the first bedroom, which I'm now thinking maybe we should make it a little artist studio, just because she does live alone. She has no roommates. It would tie in a little better with her sort of personality of being a creative person. So let's use black walls. I don't know why I wanted to use black, but we went with it. And then I think we could have, what if we use, the rolling easel by Independent Expressions. I feel like we could use that, but in this little brown swatch right here. Oh, I love it because it looks super used. And then, we have the Craftmatic Ultra. Unleash your creativity, win the Craftmatic Ultra. I think this one would work for her. She's a little crafty. She likes to do other things other than painting. Do we want to make her, like, get into pottery as well? I feel like no. But we will give her a camera because if that's, like, her whole thing. We'll do that later, though. Over here, we'll have pictures. I feel like maybe these are some graphic designs that she did in the past. And then a rug. Let's use the tarp. Should we double it up? Or not. I don't like the look of that. Maybe we can have it some stains from when she spilled paint before. Maybe we can add in a little bit of this. Can we size this up a little bit? I think that's better. We'll need window coverings too. Ooh, we could add this into the bedroom. Sorry, I know, and the living space. Sorry, I know that I keep going back and forth, but I keep finding things that I want to use. I want to put that nostalgic, what is it called? Nostalgic entertainment system next to the TV. This could be added in here. What if I put this here? Right in front of the bathroom is kind of strange. What if I just put it next to the plant right there? That way it has space. Actually, to be honest with you, I feel like we could do this wallpaper sort of like she painted it herself, like that. I think the black is a little more her. I just don't know what to do in this little corner. Ooh, yes. Okay, a sink would be really good. Ooh, a drying rack. Oh my gosh, can you tell I've never used this pack? Or this kit, sorry. Let's put this right next to the easel. We could have this go over here. I just love that I finally found a use for this kit. Okay, I think that's enough. I think that's about it. Now let's move on into the bedroom, our second to the last room. Or should we move into the bathroom? The bathroom's going to be a little quicker, so let's go ahead and do that. Tiling, I said I'm gonna try my best not to use sleek bathrooms, so we're gonna use spa day. Because spa day is just like, it doesn't hurt my eyes. This looks like it should be in the pool. And this, I don't like the black, how thick the black lines are for this. That one's actually all right, but I like, let's go with this. And then let's make it a green bathroom. Ooh, maybe I don't like the green. Gray, possibly, or black. I feel like black. Let's go with black. Okay, for the toilet. Actually, why do I always start with the toilet? Let's go with the sink first. Businesses and hobbies is one of my favorite sinks. If sleek bathroom kit didn't exist, I'd be using businesses and hobbies a lot. Or the not so sure sink. This one's new that I haven't used. Does it have matching counters? And then we could do like a little thingy-majig. Or we could just use counters and then add in the sink. I need to make up my mind, so I think I'm gonna go ahead and get going with the counter and sink idea. I think we could use this white counter. Oh, I love the gold. Okay, and then for the mirror, what if we use this one? No, spa day. Spa day. Spa day is another one that does not fail me. What if we put in the toilet right next to the sink over here? We'll put in this toilet paper right next to it. Oh, while we're here, let's put in this cleaning kit. What is it called? Laundry Maid galvanized bucket. And then let's put in a toothbrush. Soap, also from the base game. Some lotions on this side. Ooh, we could add in this salt and what do you call it? Set it and forget bathroom tray. And then let's go ahead and add in this plunger. I think over here we can have a little shower. That's fine, right? Does it look weird? Anyway, so let's use this caddy from the bathroom clutter kit. And then a little laundry basket right next to it. What if we add in a towel rack? Or do we want to add in this ottoman? Then a little painting and or poster or picture right there. Throwback to my very first video where I did the Taylor Swift. Every room is a Taylor Swift album. Every time I look at this photo, that's just like the thing that I think of. And that video is no longer available, I believe, because I privated it and I don't use that account anymore. So I don't know if that's ever going to be available on the gallery or if it's not going to work on the gallery anymore. I don't know. So I just figured I'd just private that video. But if you want to see me do it again, we could do it again. Because I'm a little better at building now. And then, you know what? I'm just going to go ahead and grab the sleek bathroom kit rug. I know. We're just going to use it. This is a very black bathroom. I'm okay with that. I like that. Anyway, let's move into the last room of this build, which is the bedroom. I think we're just going to go ahead and go with a paneled wall, or we could stick to the same homemade brick. I think we could go ahead and go in with the eco lifestyle bed. I just feel like that's very her. Ooh, you know what? What if I do a little bit of this? Let's put the bed underneath the window. We'll go in with the Grange mudroom kit and let's use this nice beige. I think maybe we could just do it here. See, we could use this body. No, we can't because that's too high. We could use this one. This is our little makeshift vanity walk-in closet thing. And then we'll just add in like a plant over here just so the space isn't empty. Smooth and suave toiletry set. Maybe we could add that in. Now you want to snap onto the second shelf? Oh, I thought that was perfume. That's nectar bottles. Oh, we can add in a photo camera, some towels up there. Oh, a collection of sketchbooks. Put in some specs. Here's the perfume. And then this little makeup kit. Then we have a little rug. Why don't we use this one that I wanted to use earlier? That's funky. It's cute. I love it. And then I think we can add in a desk if we have enough space. I know she already has like her artist room, but I kind of want to add in a desk as well just to give her like, I don't know. I was trying to think of like what you could do with the web and maybe like socialize is what I should have thought of first, but it wasn't. Ooh, I've never seen this before because I always go straight to comfy gamer. And then for computer, let's go use the high school years pack. And then the desk chair, let's use high school years as well. Maybe we can add in another TV in here just because we have this blank wall and I don't want to have to keep using pictures or wall decorations. Let's do that. I think it's a little too high. And then we can have dream home decorator. Do we want to add in like other... Ooh, what if we have a projector? Wait, actually the projector booth would be really nice outside. Ooh, now I'm thinking. It's already there. Let's just stick to that thing that we've got going on. We could have this as a little decoration because it is painted, right? Maybe it's like a finished keg that they have. Oh my god, that ties in perfectly. I don't want to add in this torso repose just up here. Sort of like she started getting into clay or sculpture. That's what she created. A male torso. That was her first project. Oh my god. I don't know why I'm laughing at that idea, but I just find it so funny. Like it's cool. I know for a fact that if that were me, if I were interested in creating sculptures, I would probably make a male torso. Or I'm not gonna say it. Oh, there's this new ceiling light I forgot about. Do we want to use this? It's a little brighter. I forgot about this little empty space for the lamp. Ooh, what if we use this one? Why have I never seen this before? In the past couple of videos, I have been seeing so many items that I have never seen before. It's crazy. It's crazy when you don't like gravitate towards the ones that you already use. We could use these string of lights up here. I feel like for the end table, let's just go simple. Or we could use these funky ones to match the outdoors. That works, yeah. I just feel like we might need a bigger rug. Oh, I just feel like the pink just doesn't work. Maybe this dark green. What if we use this one from the fitness pack? No, you know what? I think the first rug that we used. Oh, wait, Love Struck. Love Struck's like the perfect size. That's pretty perfect for me. I think I like that. I think I like that. Wait, I didn't see this. What if we include this here? Just like at the bottom. Oh, that's what I was looking for earlier. I was looking for the canvases with the paintings on them. Is it this one? Yeah, that's the one I was looking for. Is it still is the door still functional? We could always just like put this up here or here. Any other swatches? I don't think I want to see a man first. I think I like the girl. I like the girl. Touch grass weekly issue. You know what? Maybe she needs this. Maybe she needs that because her first sculpture was a male torso. I'm actually such an idiot. Okay, anyway, I think that is it for the bedroom. Ooh, do I want to do something over here? We can put in a big sculpture. What if we add in, I just thought of this, what if we add in that little light that like shines from the bottom? Oh, that's perfect. That is perfection. Look at that. Okay, I think it's time for a tour. This is how it looks when you first enter the apartment. Whoa, hello. We've got our little shoe rack and coat hanger over there. We have our little seating area, our little waiting area, a little lobby per se. One could say, with our little dresser, or not a dresser, but like entryway table. And then you come into the hallway, and to the right you'll see this really cute sculpture that we've made. And then to the left we have our living space. Whoa, hello. And then our little watch area. Then we have a little listening station as well. Then you go straight forward and you have our kitchen. It's very simple. It's very black and white. We tried our best. We tried. But I still wanted it to be functional. Then we come out into the balcony and we have, again, a little bar. Why is it glitching so badly? With a little seating area. Just to look at this view. Look at it. It's not the greatest view, but it's still a view. And then you come into our little artist studio. Oh my gosh, I'm actually super proud of this. Wait, I'm actually super proud of this. Is it the greatest thing you'll ever see? Is it the greatest artist studio anyone's ever built? No, I wouldn't say that. But I like it. Anyway, so we have our bedroom. This is our little cozy spot that we rest in. Then our little makeshift walk-in closet, you would say. Our TV with our TV console, so displaying a few of our little artworks. And then over here we have our little desk area with some of our favorite photographs from our teenage years, or with our college besties as well. And then this little keg that we've emptied out at a party one time, and I stole it, or my Sims stole it and painted it. Yeah, and then we have our bathroom. We have our little black and white bathroom. I think it's pretty simple, but you know, if it works, it works. And here's one of our photographs that we took. I know I didn't put a curtain in here, but listen, no one's gonna see us from the outside anyway. No one's gonna see up this building. And that is just about it. That is going to be it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know what you guys think, and what other activities does this girl like? What kind of personality do you think this girl has? If you do want to know where I get her outfit, I did post a CC list already for her lookbook out on Tumblr. I hope that made sense. That was not grammatically correct. If you did enjoy this video, make sure to give it a like and subscribe to me if you would like to, if you want to see more of me. I'll see you guys next time. Bye!